Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. Today we'll be looking at journal entries, then banking and reporting in the QuickBook application. Okay, so let's start with the accounting part. So here is the accounting cycle. Okay, so in our accounting cycle, first we analyze the transaction, whether it is income, expense, asset or liability. After analyzing that, the next step is that we journalize the transaction. We do the journal entries for the same, and after that it will get posted to the general ledger. Okay, after that it will automatically get posted to the ledger, and on the basis of that, trial balance and financial statement get prepared. Let's do the journal entry in QuickBook application. Over to company. Make general journal entries. Okay. Now here select the date. So here is the today's date and here is the journal entry number. Now select the accounts. So here I am taking the expense account. Like advertisement expense. $100. So I am doing here combine entry. Then let's take this repair and maintenance. 200. Then let's take office expense. 300. Now select the bank account. Okay, so if you want to enter the memo, you can also mention the memo also. Okay, now I am saving this entry. Now see the GL impact here. Okay, so here you can see advertisement expense, repair and maintenance and office expenses debited by $100, $200 and $300, and bank is credited by $600. So here is the journal impact of our transaction. Okay, now let's go to the journal page again. Then next is memorize transaction. So what is memorized transaction? So it is a transaction which we set up to recur every month or weekly, etc., such as recurring journal entries. Let's see how can we do that. For that, again over to company, then make general journal entries. Okay, now here I am selecting back date here, like 1st of October. Then account. So here I am assuming that rent is recurring transaction. So let's select rent here for $150. Okay, and then I am selecting here bank for $150, and after that I am clicking on memorize. Okay, let's give the name to the memorize the transaction. Okay, now here we are having three options, that is add to my reminder list, sorry, do not remind me and automate transaction entry. So here I'm selecting add to my reminder list. Now here we have to select the how often we want to record this transaction. Okay, so here various options are available, like never, daily, weekly, every 2 weeks, or twice a month, like that. So here I'm selecting monthly, and here we have to provide the next date. Okay, so here I have selected monthly, and here I have mentioned the date to 1st of October. Now I have to mention here next date of the transaction. So here I am giving like 1st of November for this transaction to recur. Okay, then click on save and close. Okay, let's go to the memorize list. Memorize transaction list. So here is the transaction. Let's open this. Now you can see as I have clicked on that, automatically it is picking the next date, that is 1st of November. So in this month, in the month of November, I do not require to enter the all the details of this transaction. Automatically it is picking the date, and it is picking the already it is journalized. I just have to save this entry. Okay, so here I'm doing save and close and click on OK. Okay, now let's go to the home page, and here I'm just showing you Control F, and here let's select the amount 150. Okay, select the transaction type as journal and give the amount. So here you can see 1st of October and 1st of November. So here is the journalized transaction. For this, in the month of 1st of October I did the journal entry, and in the month of November I only saved the entry. Okay, so this is the concept of memorize the transaction. Now after this, the next thing is banking. Under banking we are having various options, such as we can write the check when we don't want to use the accounts payable directly. In that case we can use the option of write check. Then we can also order the checks. Then you can also enter the credit card charges. Then you can use the register to view the transaction. You can make the deposit, that is advance received from the customer or refund from the vendor. Then transfer fund from one bank account to another. Then reconciliation we can do, bank fields are there, then other name list. Okay, so let's do one thing, make deposits. Okay, so here you can see deposit to into which bank account you want to receive the money, whether it is refund or whether it is advance payment from customer. Then date, then memo, whatever you want you can mention here. Then received from, so here you have to enter the, if it is the advance received from customer, in that case here you can select the customer. If it is refund case, in that case you have to select the vendor. Okay, then next is from account. So if it is customer, advance received from customer, in that case you have to select the account receivable account. And if it is the vendor case, that is refund from vendor, in that case you have to select accounts payable. Then memo, then check number, if check is there, then you can select the payment method from here, and you can mention the amount and just click on save and new. Yeah, yesterday we have seen the advance received from customer. Okay, now the next is transfer funds. Okay, so transfer funds, here you can use this option to transfer fund from one bank account to another. Okay, so here you have to select the date. Right now I'm selecting today's date. Okay, now here you have to select the transfer funds from, so here I want to transfer funds from Union Bank. Then to which bank account? To this bank account. Okay, and here I have to mention the account balance, so here I'm selecting $50 and memo fund transfer. Okay, so from which bank account I am transferring, that is Union State Bank. it will get credited, and a smart bank is receiving the payment amount, so this will get increases, this will get debited. Okay, so let's save this. Now here you can see, as Union Bank send the amount to Smart Bank. So here you can see Union Bank is credited by $50 and Smart Bank has received the amount cash, so it is debited by $50. So this is the GL impact of this transaction. Now the next thing is reports part. So reports, first we'll see the today's general entries impact, and then I will be showing you the reports. First, let's go to the profit and loss statement. Now select the date. Okay, so we have journalized the transaction, that is rent account and repair maintenance, one combined entry also we did. So here you can see rent account by rupees 300. If you want to see the detailed summary, so here you can see, so this is the memorized transaction 150 and 150. Now repair and maintenance, advertisement, see 100. Okay, so this is the today's transaction, that is 200, 100 and $300. Okay, and the next impact would be on cash. So let's open the balance sheet for that. Bank, first transaction is for $600. Okay, and here you can see the second transaction is a fund transfer from one bank account to another. Okay, so in this bank account we are getting $50, so here it is debited, and here we have paid the amount for expenses, so here it is credited, and our cash is just decreasing. Now, so in QuickBook application we are having various reports such as company and financial. Under this we are having profit and loss statement, like profit and loss statement, then profit and loss comparison, year comparison wise, then we are having balance sheet, standard one, detailed one, and then summary one, and then for the comparison purpose also we are having this balance sheet report, and then we are having statement of cash flows and cash flow forecast. Okay, let's open this balance sheet previous year comparison. Okay, so here you can see January 23, 13 January 24, this is today's date, and here it is of previous year. So for the previous year there is no figures in it, so it is not showing anything, and here are the transaction of current year. Okay, so this is how we are having the report for comparison. In the same way we are having profit and loss previous year comparison. See, this is the current year transaction, and here is the previous year, and here is the changes in the amount and changes in percentage wise. Okay, so this is about the financial statements. Let's open cash flow also. So here is the cash flow as of today's date, net income and all this. Okay, after that we are having customer and receivable wise report, such as AR aging summary wise and AR aging detail wise. Let's open this one. Here I am selecting custom one. Okay, here it is showing, see, 1 to 30 days. These are the balances outstanding, AR aging report, age wise, that is up to 30 days, then 31 to 60 days, then 61 to 90 days, and more than 90 days. So this kind of report you can view it from here. And all these are customer names, these are the dates, and these are all our invoices and deposits. And here are the payment terms and due dates, then aging. So this is falling under 30 days, and these are the remaining balances of these customers, open balances. Then we are having customer balance detail. So here this report is customer wise. So here you can see this is the detail one. So here it is showing the detail of transactions. See, for Albert you can see that 3 transactions are there, 2 are invoices and 1 is payment. And here account receivable is impacted, accounts receivable, then amount, and here is the net balance amount. So accordingly you can view the customer wise report, that what are the transaction did for the particular customer and what is the opening balance, that is the outstanding balance available for that customer. Okay, then open invoices. So these are the open invoices which you have to pay, which you have to receive from the customer. Okay, so these are the balance outstanding, that is $23,652. Okay, so all these reports are there related to customer and receivable. Then we are having sales wise report also, like sales by customer summary detail, then sales by representative, sales rep. Okay, let's see this one, sales by customer detail. So here you can see 2 quantities sold to Albert and 1 quantity sold to Bobby, and here is the item, and here is the amount, and here is the balance. So this is the report related to sales. Then we are having vendor and payables. So here also you are having aging wise report. Let's open this one. So here it is AP aging. So here we have to pay to the vendor. These are the outstanding balances of this particular vendors. Okay, and these are the current one, $57,918. Okay, then unpaid bill details. So the amount which we have to pay to our vendor, and here is the party wise. See, for Chatterbox you can see $1,256 is pending, so we have to pay this to this vendor. So accordingly overall 57,918 amount is pending to pay. Then purchases. So here you can see purchase by vendor detail. If you want to view the summary, you can view the summary also. So let's open vendor detail here. Let's select the date so that we will get more transactions. Okay, so only 2 transactions are there. So here you can see we have purchased 5 and we have returned this 2 quantity to this vendor Chatterbox. Okay, so overall $2,565 is pending, outstanding, which we have to pay to this vendor. Then open purchase order. There is no open purchase order, all are billed. Then inventory wise report you can view inventory valuation detail. So here you can see we have purchased 5 quantity of iPhone 14. Here is the product name, that is iPhone 14, and we have purchased 5 quantity at the cost 4,275. And then okay, and then we are having 2 quantity in the opening, so that on hand quantity here is 7, average cost is this, asset value is this. Then we have returned 2 quantity, then we sold 2 quantity here. Okay, so overall remaining on hand quantity, you can see that 2 is there and asset value is 1710. Apart from that, here banking related detail is also there, deposit details. So here is the deposit details, $100. Now then under account and taxes, we are having trial balance, general ledger. Let's open trial balance. Okay, so here is the trial balance up to 31st January. So here is the all our assets and liabilities, all transactions are here, debits and credits. So if you want to view the detailed report, you can just double click on it so that you can view the detailed transactions of it. And the other is general ledger. So this is the general ledger. So here you can see that all the ledgers are appearing here, like whether it is asset, liability, income, expense or any. Okay, so here you can see this is the bank and it is in credit. Then you can see this is the bank again, it is having $50 balance. Then account receivable balance, then undeposited funds. Okay, then cash and cash equivalent, here is nothing. Then inventory asset closing balance, you can see 6820. Okay, accounts payable. So this is the general ledger wise report. You can view it from here. Okay, so these many reports are there in the QuickBook application. Okay, also we can prepare the income tax summary preparation and all. We can do the journal entries, adjusting journal entries from here. We can also create budgets and forecast. Okay, so this is all about reports. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.